my cherished ducklings. I'm Peri Lyons. This is Moonstruck TV and or A1R Radio. I'm very happy to see you. For those of you watching at home, I'm Mime and I'm trapped in a box. I don't know why I dressed like a mime tonight, but I'm thinking of just acting out the whole show and being completely silent. No, bad idea. Tonight, mimes on radio. I'm going to do the psychic weather and then I'm going to take your phone calls because I just love the people who call in and we always have a really nice connection, knock wood. And if you're feeling a little spacey and goofy, as you can tell, I kind of am tonight. There's a huge full moon, not one of those little tiny full moons. The moon actually does remain the same size, but it looks really big tonight. And it's in Leo. And Leo is a very proud, slightly goofy sign that's kind of a show off. And by kind of, I mean tremendously. So the moon in Leo, full moon in Leo is going to make you sort of feel a little crazy in kind of a nice, slightly show-offy way. So perfect for those of us who happen to be hosting psychic shows tonight, and probably perfect for you who want to go out and party tonight or tomorrow or whatever, but wait till after the show, go party afterwards. So let's see. Okay, I'm going to do the psychic tarot weather. This is how this works. The first card is for the beginning of the week, which is today. I know it's not a calendar week, but still. Influences, just influences generally. It's usually pretty specific. So you'll be amazed how specifically these play out in your week ahead. The second card is the middle of the week. It's like the weekend. And then the third card is the last few days of the week ending on next Wednesday. Ready? Let's go. Oh, that's nice. First card is the Three of Cups. This is often what I call the engagement card or baby shower card. So you might be getting news of a baby shower. Oh, I'd like to shout out to my friend Jennifer in Mexico City, who just found out her daughter's having a little one. Congratulations. So you might be planning a baby shower. You might be planning a wedding, or you might actually just be celebrating if you're a woman with girlfriends or if you're not a woman, if you're a man or you're gender fluid, whatever. You might still be celebrating with friends, some sort of fun blowing off steam thing. Whee! Okay. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know I had this card. This is from an Animal Spirit deck by Colette Baron Reed, who's wonderful, lovely woman. It's the Crow Spirit. And Crow Spirit is asking you to co-create with source energy, with spirit energy. It's a great time to write down what you want to manifest. And it's a great time to learn how to both sort of take control and surrender at the same time. The best secret I've ever learned for manifesting is somehow to get yourself in a really good mood. I don't care what it takes. As people, sometimes we can confuse beating ourselves up with like virtue. Like if I don't beat myself up, if I don't criticize myself, I'm going to be a bad person. Not true. You'll probably be a better and happier person if you stop beating yourself up. I'm not sure why I'm channeling that for you, but apparently most of you out there need to hear that today. Crow Spirit, very good thing. Co-create with spirit. Have some faith. It's going to work out. It really is. Okay, and I think I just set that card on fire. And the last card is the Four of Swords. Now, in ancient times, knights, like the one you see lying on top of the tomb here, used to pray between battles. I mean, it would make more sense if they actually slept and ate, but hey, if you're going to be a knight, you might as well do it all the way. So this card is about not praying between battles, because hopefully you're not going to walk out the door tomorrow in a suit of armor and skewer somebody. But it is about taking a break. You've been working really hard. It's January. We're all trying to, get back on track after lazing around during the holidays. I don't know about you, but I spent my entire holidays like on a chaise longue having half-naked male models feed me bonbons. Okay, that was a lie, but it could have happened. Anyway, after the laziness of the holidays, we're all trying to get back on track. But you want to give yourself at least a day off a week, because we need to reconnect to our fun self in order to give our serious grown-up self a reason to go on living. So take a break, like today, tomorrow. Take a day off, go ice skating, take your kids to a movie. If you don't have kids, rent some. Um, just be nice to yourself for a day. In fact, be nice to yourself for one day a week. Just a thought. 7 days a week would be ideal. Woohoo! Okay, we have a lovely lady in Montana whose name flashed on the screen too fast for me to see. So, hello, lovely. Oh, Sarah. Sarah with an H, my love?
Yes,
Hi, dear. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm good. Montana, you lucky girl. Um,
It's pretty cold.
send me a cowboy. I know. It's freaking cold in New York too. I've got news for you. At least there you're cold and you have like elk and stuff. I mean we have elk
Yes.
here too. But, anyway, so I like to connect to people through their birthdays. So tell me when your birthday is.
My birthday is April 16th, 1987.
Oh, what a great day! A lot of friends with that birthday. Very powerful day. 1980. You're just a baby. I have shoes older than you. Okay, my dear. It sounds like I think you're going to say, I just have a general question, but actually, it sounds like you have kind of a specific question. I can see it hovering above your head there. So, what is you have a specific question? What is it, baby? Don't be shy.
It's mostly about work. I love my job and I feel very at home, and
Oh,
I just want to know that this is it for me, and I've done everything. Ready to be done with that.
um, well, you are done with that job. In Buddhist sections of Japan, when a job lets you go, they say congratulations because it means you've outgrown that job, and some part of you is looking to bring your passion to a bring something you love, get a job doing something that's more in line with who you are and what you love, which is entirely possible. I know that's kind of, I think a lot of us were brought up to believe that a job has to be a punishing place where you check your dreams at the door and spend the day yearning to be in bed. But um, there's a job waiting for you fairly soon. So take a couple of days off. Don't beat yourself up. That's the theme of today's show. And understand that you're young, you're lovely, you're really good with people. I know you're a little shy, right?
Yes.
But you're still good with people. You don't have to be, outgoing as like a Labrador Retriever puppy to be good with people. You can, and you are good with people because you're kind and empathetic. And your gentleness is a lovely quality and very rare these days. So good for you. It feels like you'd be happy doing something that was half administrative and half sort of either creative or working a bit with the public. So I don't want you doing something that's all administrative or all. What was your last job?
Well, it's my current job. I actually am a deputy clerk for the city hall in this small town of about 1,000 people, and I
Oh,
just
that's
got
cool.
it, and I've done everything else, and I just got it, and I love it because I do work with administrative, and I do get to work with the public, and I just love it, and I just want to know if this is it for me.
Oh, it's a perfect fit. I'm sorry. I thought you had said you'd lost your job. And this is exactly
No,
the job I saw coming up for you. So congratulations. And I'm going to pat myself on the back too, because I was right about that. That's exactly what I saw.
you were.
Yeah, no, remember I just said something that's half administrative and half working with the public. That's
Yep,
perfect for
that's
you. And I
exactly what
think
I
it's a
do.
great fit. And if you ever get short of cash, you're going to know everything that goes on with everybody in town. So if you ever get short of cash, you can blackmail them. I'm kidding. I'm only joking. But as a city clerk, my dad worked in town government when I was growing up. He was health commissioner, and it's really nice to have like a job that's in the like your county community because everybody knows who
Yeah.
you are, and it's very cool. I think that's an awesome job for you, and I think you're going to stay in that a long time. And I think you're going to get raises. There's going to be a little pension. I think it's perfect for you.
Thank
Really
you.
do.
And I really will love to hear that.
Yeah. No, it's so funny. I'm sorry I misunderstood you. My every time as I'm setting up my little studio to do the show, I don't know why it is, but at the last minute, something that worked perfectly all week suddenly is like, nope, not going to work anymore. 30 seconds before the show. Tonight it was my headphones. So
You were on the
uh,
exact path, so I was like, you know what? I'm feeling what she's throwing down, so I'm going with it.
you're awesome. I wish you lived closer. Let's go out for a beer. Um, Also, you've got some really nice stuff coming up in your love life. Um, so if you're in a steady relationship, it looks like there's going to be sort of a romantic surge coming up. Um,
Oh, I am. I am in a steady relationship.
you are. The one thing I will say is if you don't feel like having another child soon, just take suitable precautions. You're in a very sort of uh, physically generous time, we'll say.
Oh my goodness,
So
that is so creepy. My birth control just ran out, and we have to be very cautious until next month when I can get into the doctor.
yeah, I do. You know, if you want to have another kid, it's great, but that's why it came up because I kind of got that. So please
Oh,
be careful. Maybe wear a wetsuit or something. Um,
oh right.
do you have? It's so much fun talking. You're so much fun. Do you like? By the way, do you like my dressed as a French person theme tonight? I wasn't sure about it, but I
I
trust your taste.
do. I do. I think that's fun. I think it's inviting and relaxes everybody. I think it's great.
Thank you. I feel like you know how mimes do that thing like, oh, I'm trapped in a phone booth. Help. Um, I think that's about all I have for you,
Oh,
but you're doing wonderfully. And it's just, you're pretty healthy. You had a health scare a couple of years ago. You're over that.
yep,
Everything's ticking along well. And it's just, and by the way, thank you
absolutely.
for saying my things. And everything's going great. I'm so happy. Yay. Let me
Well,
know how
thank you.
things
Oh
turn
my
out.
goodness, you were just right on the hit, the nose right on the head, or the head on the nose, or however you say that.
Oh, thank you. My nose. That's my nose. Um, I'm so good. Well, that's my job. I love my work. As you're going to spend the
Yeah,
next 10, 20 years loving your work, you're going to get a lot of positive attention too. And you're going to rise. I think you love being part of community. And again,
absolutely.
you're a little shy, and I think that's a very elegant quality. But you do love being useful. That's very important to you. Serving and being useful. It gives you such a feeling of satisfaction.
Yes.
And I just think you're going to be sort of part of everybody's lives in a really nice way, and I'm just so makes me so happy. Yay! Hooray for Sarah!
Yay! Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
And that color looks beautiful on you. All right, sweetie. I'll see you. Thanks for calling
Thank
in.
you.
I'll talk to you, I hope. All right. Take care, love. I get the best. See, don't I get the best people on the show? I get the best people on the show. I don't usually ask them to compliment my outfits, but what the heck? Um, that was so much fun. Heather, we have Heather calling in.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie. Where are you calling in from?
Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. I love North Carolina.
My
I'll be right
boyfriend,
over.
well, I don't want to call him that. My twin flame was in an accident in October, and I was wanting
Oh,
to get some.
sweetheart.
Yeah, his name is in there. 46. His name is Jason Matthew Peri.
Oh, Jason, what a great name. Okay, so tell me your birthday and
Yeah,
his birthday.
sure. 4/25/77, and then 5:15 a.m. I believe was the time. Don't quote me on that.
Oh,
But
that's
I think
okay.
that was
I'm
the
not
time
going to do that.
for what he said.
Oh, hold on one
And then
second. My producer just told me to
Kennebunkport,
turn
Maine.
my speaker down. Hold on one second. Hold on. Sorry.
No, it's
There
fine.
we go. There. Sorry about that. You just got a close up of the palm of my hand.
Fine.
We're getting a lot of April lovelies today. And just tell me what day his birthday is. Yours is 4/25.
Okay, 4/25/77, 5:15 a.m., and then Kennebunkport, Maine.
Oh,
I
Kennebunkport.
think
I
that
love
was the
Kennebunkport.
time
The
that
only town in the
it
world
could
so
be.
named. Okay, don't worry about the time.
Okay.
I just need the I just need the birthdays. Oh, he did
Okay.
get in an accident. Oh, I'm so sorry. Um, wow. Did he? I feel like he broke his pelvis. He broke something big. Did he get?
Yeah. That Brendan Ashawley business
Yeah,
said
is
he
that what
might have
happened?
sliced his head open,
Oh
but that
God.
doesn't mean she's
Hold on,
not a
I'm going to
psychic
turn
or
you up.
anything. She's just
Forgive,
going by
forgive me, guys.
that
Forgive this.
chart.
We're having a little technical difficulty with the sound. So
Are you able to hear me?
a little bit, a little bit. But
Okay. Can you hear me now? Maybe my ear wasn't up to the phone.
yeah,
Can
no,
you
that's
hear
fine.
me?
Don't worry about it. Okay, so here's
Okay.
did he get? Was he on a motor? I'm a little thrown now because of the technical thing. But let me get back into it. Feels like it was something to do with road stuff. I can't tell if he was on a
I know
motorcycle or if
how
he
he
was in a
died. He
car.
was
Was it
all
something
over the
like that?
news.
Oh, he died?
Yeah, he was he saved somebody's life and somebody was going the wrong way and they ran over him. He got out of his car to help somebody.
Oh my God. I am
Yeah.
so sorry. Oh, and here he just showed
Yeah,
up.
he was
Yes,
all
I'm
over
so
the
sorry.
news,
I
his
should have known that,
papers
but
and the papers. His mom had a lot to do with that,
oh,
but he helped save
oh my
somebody's
gosh, I
life.
think I,
So
I read about that. He was in the news in the paper.
really,
He saved. Well, he's lovely for one thing. I'm so darling. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for your
thank
loss. But
you.
boys, is he saved somebody's life? That's he's showing up. I don't usually get people, and this is true. I didn't expect this, but he's showing up with a lot of light around him. This guy got like the express elevator to the part of heaven where people who save other people's lives go, which is like there's
Well, he
catering
had
and it's
addiction
just
issues and his own
it's
demons, that's
crazy.
for sure. But he
Yeah, he did have
saved
addiction issues. He
somebody's
had his
life,
own
so that
demons.
was a big. I mean,
You
he
know
had a big
what?
heart, but he did a lot of bad things. You know. Um,
Yeah, but I think the last thing he did made up for
we
all
were
the
we had
not
a
so good
very
things
I
he
think
did.
terrible to call
Um,
that or not, but I'm pretty sure
you
he
had
was
a
my twin.
real soul connection. I don't,
So
the
you don't
twin
see
flame
twin
thing,
flame?
I don't like to get hung up in that. I think that there are like past life connections. I like, no, I like soulmate better. And people are like, is this,
No,
I
it's
only
a
have one
lot
soulmate.
stronger than a
We can have a
soulmate.
lot
I've
of
had
soulmates. We
other.
can have a friend who's a soulmate. So I don't know enough about twin flames that's not my area of expertise. My area of expertise is rooting around in the sock drawer of your soul and talking to people who passed. Um, did he have a Oh, that's right. I think you told me his name he's a Judd name. You already said that. Um, yeah, people who have their own demons and still do something incredibly brilliant are a lot, I think, almost more valuable than people who are just perfect all the time and do something brilliant, because real courage is being afraid and doing it anyway. Okay, a lot stronger than a
Well, I've
soulmate.
been
I don't know enough
myself.
about twin. What I'm going to say is there's a very strong soul connection. Let me say that. And this kind of soul connection is maybe twice in a lifetime. I don't want you to think that that you're never going to be with somebody again, because you are going to be with somebody again. It's going to take a little while, because grieving is grieving is wow. I lost two people, my mom and somebody else, a year and a half ago, and I didn't get out of bed for a year except to do the show. So be gentle with yourself. Let yourself grieve, and don't let anybody else tell you what your
Okay.
timeline is. But I've got him here. Um, he's saying he loves you. Does he have a child with you and a child with somebody else?
No, he doesn't have a child with me. We weren't even really together. We were, but not really.
No, you weren't.
I think he sent somebody to me today. Is that true?
Yeah, he did. He definitely
His name
did.
was Jason
And
too. He lied
angelic
about his
energy.
name.
I think you're wrong. Actually, I think you were much more together than either of you wanted to acknowledge.
What's that?
And somebody lied about their name. Is that what?
What are
That's
you
interesting.
talking about? Who was much more together?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm trying to
What did you
okay.
say?
Let me backtrack and let me turn up the sound a tiny bit. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let's do this. Here's what I'm getting. There's somebody that passed who you have a very strong connection with. Is that who we're talking about?
Jason, yes.
Okay. So that's what I'm getting. And I'm sorry, if you had stayed together, there's a possibility of a child. I apologize for that. Um, he has a child with somebody else. I think that you had a much stronger. I think I know he wasn't your boyfriend, quote unquote, but I think that you guys were kind of in love with each other. Is that correct?
Yeah, we would have been if he stayed. He was so
Yeah.
prideful and so, like, he just
He had
couldn't
a
get
big
over
ego.
himself over a lot of things.
That's because
And
he was
he was,
very. The thing is, it wasn't that he couldn't get over himself. He had a lot. He had difficult liking and loving himself, even though he was wonderful. And I think he also grew up in a way where he had to hide a lot of his great qualities, like his gentleness, his sensitivity. He was very observant, and I think he had to kind of cover that over in order to fit in with his family and his culture.
right.
Is that correct? Because I think that's going to
I don't
come off
know.
as a big
It was a
ego.
rumor that his dad raped him, and Jason was a registered sex offender too.
Um, it seems to me that there's a lot of pain in his past, and I think he
Hmm.
was a very hurt and very sensitive person. I'm not going to speak to the other thing because I just want to say that
That's
he
a
was
very,
a very
yeah.
hurt person, but he's showing up surrounded by a lot of light, and he's saying that he's he's actually apologizing to you and to one other person. It feels like he's apologizing to his mother. Um,
Yeah, his mother
for leaving because he
was
was
always. Oh, I mean,
yeah.
called him every that was overly up his butt. You know.
She was overly up his bum, but they had a very close relationship, and he's apologizing to her for having accidentally checked out so soon because she's having a I mean, even more than a parent. Losing a child's the worst thing I can think of in this planet. Um, she is having such a hard time, and he's got siblings, but he and she were very close, and he also would have you guys would have been together. That's where you're
They
heading.
became recently
And
when he went to the hospital to go see her.
yes, that makes sense. Um, does that help at all? Because it feels like what I'm trying to tell you is that from the other side, what he's saying, oh, he had a funny like nickname for you too, not kitten. What was his nickname for you? Are you there, darling?
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
Well, didn't you ask me to get in touch with somebody on the other side for you? And he's identifying who he is by trying to tell you what his nickname for you was. That's all. It's just, how would you like, me to do this? Because it feels like um, you have, there's a way that would work better for you. So how can I do this that would work for you? Do you want me to continue to be in touch with Jason? And do you want me to let you know that the person who came to you today was sent by Jason? Does that help? How can I be of the most service to you today, dear?
No, I just want to get words from him. Are you able to do that?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to do. He had a nick. What I'm asking, he had a funny nickname for you. That's all I'm saying. He called you something. It wasn't kitten, but it was something. Okay. he's telling you that, first of all, his first message was for his mother. And the second message, why don't you contact me after the show? Because it feels like I've got 30 seconds left. And what he's telling me is that he was in love with you. If he'd stuck around, he would have figured out a way to get sober, because when he didn't use, he was just tremendous. And he would have wanted to be with you in a real way. He felt on some level that you were a little too good for him. And the amount of intimacy, the amount of closeness you had as friends made him feel so seen that he would sometimes get insecure and shut down a bit. But it had nothing to do with you. It was just that you guys had such a strong and authentic connection, is what he's saying, that it was taking him a little while to kind of get used to it and live up to it. All right, my love. I hope that helped. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening. I'm Peri Lyons. I just adore you guys. I just love you. And that color looks great on you. Thanks so much. See you next week at 9.